Welcome back to On That Sideline. I'm your host, Noah Stomsky, here with my guest today, Cole Rodgers. How you doing today, Cole?
Doing pretty good. How about you, Mr. Noah Stomsky?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, what position do you play?
I play offensive tackle and defensive end.
And what do you like about playing them?
I like on defense, I like hitting people. On offense, I like protecting my quarterback because I have a really good relationship, I feel like, with Nolan Pounds and Jaden Randall.
Now, playing offensive tackle versus defensive end, which one do you like more?
Defensive end, because I get to hit people. Like, I like tackling people, bringing them to the ground. I feel like that's more like, electric than playing offensive tackle.
So you rather, hit somebody than stop somebody from getting hit.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned both quarterbacks, Nolan Pounds and Jaden Randall. Is there any difference in play between both of them? I mean, your offensive line, you have to kind of like adjust to their game style. Is there anything different between the two, or are they kind of similar?
Probably similar. I mean, I'm looking the other way most of the time. I just do my assignment, stay in my box, like Coach Graver says, and do my job, That's how we win.
And Coach Graver, this is his second year here. First year is kind of like a rebuild year, so we're not really going to judge him on that one. Obviously, the team didn't have much time to get used to him. He was a new hire, stuff like that. He's been working you guys since December now. How much has that helped you guys versus last year?
Well, I feel like last year we started in like March, April maybe when he came here, and I didn't go to like a lot of those workouts because I had baseball. And this year he made them in the morning. Like since December, they were been like 6 in the morning, so I could go to a lot of those even during the season and like help me as a player definitely improve, getting stronger. Like we look at our team. I was talking to one of our old coaches, my guidance counselor. He said we just look like so much bigger and just like dedicated and stronger. I think that's something that Graver implemented this year.
Now you said your practices started at 6 most of those days.
Mm-hmm.
So you were waking up at like 5.
Yeah.
So your sleep schedule, that's kind of since you had a lot of schoolwork also. How does it be? How do you balance that as a student athlete? All the schoolwork and practice at like 6.
Just do my job in school and then talk to my teachers. Maybe they can give me some extra time here and there to get my homework done, get my projects done. Just being a student athlete.
Now, do you like being a student athlete, or would you rather just be the student?
I like being a student athlete. I don't love being a student because I got to do work and stuff, but it helps me learn, and I appreciate learning here. I'm very grateful for it. So I like being both student and athlete.
Now, you mentioned you play baseball also. What do you in baseball?
I'm a pitcher only.
You're a pitcher, so it means you got more of like you got the arm to throw.
Yeah.
And that works on a lot of arm strength. And like I said, defensive end, you got to move people, offensive tackle, you got to hold people. Does baseball help you get better as a player in football?
Somewhat, yeah. I feel like I learned discipline at baseball too, and I just learned to become a better teammate at baseball, which I think helped me become a leader on the football team this year. Especially, I'm usually like a quiet person. That's how I was my first 3 years playing football here, and this year I feel like I'm out on the field, and I feel like some of the younger kids may look up to me. So yeah.
Now you're a senior, and as I mentioned this to other people, seniors normally are the people that look up to them. Do you like being looked up to?
Yeah, I like it. I feel like I think I set a good example. I think Coach thinks I set a good example. So yeah, I like having people look up to me. I feel like if they just do their job like I do, we'll do good. That's why I feel like we're 3-0. We have good leaders this year. Last year, some of our leaders left the team and they just didn't really They didn't care about our team. That's why we're 1-9.
I was told by another player that every week with Graver it's 0-0. But does that 3-0 kind of sit back in your head? Like, oh my God, we're undefeated. Let's keep this going.
Yeah, I do look at every week as 0-0, but definitely last year 1-9. Going into the season, it was that was in my head a lot of the off season, but also during last year's season when we were 1-8, and on the last game it just made it hard for me to get out of bed, and made it harder to go to practice. This year I'm 3-0. I just want to be there. I just want to keep working. It's the only thing on my mind is football right now.
Now you kind of already answered that, but I was going to ask, 1-9. Every loss after loss, does it start to pile up and be why am I playing this?
I've been part of a lot of bad teams since I was younger. I've been playing football since 3rd grade, so I've had experience with that. So I feel like that's just next year's come out work harder, and I feel like that's what I've been doing this year especially, and that's why we're 3-0.
And my last question: you're only 3 games in, Lower Merion, Council Rock North, and Upper Hapmore Horsham. What games do you look forward to throughout the season?
Upper Dublin for sure. They're obviously our rival, and we haven't beat them since 2013. And I feel like this year's we have a team that can beat them. I feel like every team that we can beat them, but this year especially, I want to beat them. It's my senior year, my last chance to beat them. I don't think I've been a part of a baseball team that's ever beat them, so I want to beat them really bad.
So it's more of a motivation. I want to get this done now.
Mm-hmm. Also PW. there's some they did some stuff during like halftime, I think it was. So that's Austin's back in my mind. So yeah, I want PW and Upper Dublin, 2 games I'm looking forward to.
All right, thank you, Cole. I hope to be talking to you in baseball season.
Yep.